Hello, guys. Welcome. Say hello as you're popping on. We're getting ready to get started. Make sure you have a notebook. We are going to be doing a deep dive today. As I stated in my email, on my Super Saturdays, I take the slow approach and I give myself the liberty to riff and to go as deep as we need to go because I'm really showing up again. I think of this as being free training. As in my opinion, so much of my content is, but I am so sorry for being late. My lighting was not working right. Didn't know if I need to open more windows. My camera does not seem to be sitting right. Like everything's going crazy tech wise. But let me tell y'all something. The money's flowing, right? The money is flowing. And I'm showing up because literally there are a lot of people that make money and like, that's great. Make the money. All I can tell you is that the better I do in my business, the more I want this for more people. Because what I'm starting to experience is when you really do set up systems and flows and you really understand what you're doing and you can look at your business and realize how predictable your business is, you realize that anyone can do this. Someone please write that down, like if you need to hear that. Because I know how it feels to look at people and to maybe think you can't do what they do, or you can't have the success they're having because you're not them. And what I can tell you is 8 months ago when I made my pivot, my business was going in one direction when I first got started on this journey. And I remember hearing about a woman that had did over $1 million in her first 3 months of promoting the exact same course that I promote. And I was like, let me go backtrack and see exactly like what her content looked like when she was first getting started. And I went and backtracked. I'm like, oh, okay, it makes so much sense. She just shared her journey, her genuine excitement. She shared her journey. And at first I thought that I had to, like my mind was telling me to go to the platform that she was on and to do what she was doing there. And I tried that for a really, really brief moment. And I was like, this doesn't feel good to me. And there's no way that I can continue to show up this way. Like I cannot build a sustainable business this way. So instead, like I just kept like allowing it to kind of like meditate on me in terms of like how she did what she did. And I realized, Steph, all you got to do is do what you know you are called to do, which I was already told, do the videos, you'll make the money, right? YouTube's always been my platform. It's where I experienced my first 6-figure year many, many years ago. It's where I had my first sale. Like everything is YouTube for me. And as soon as I decided to really buckle down and get serious about my business on YouTube, and you can choose any platform that you want, it's like the same things I experienced and heard her go through in her business in terms of like, I can't even believe like this is happening. Like that's how I feel. It's like, there's a difference between having a business where you look up on sales, and or you're like hand delivered a referral or, you know, things happen. You're like, oh, wow. And initially that might be how it feels when you're first getting started. But I'm telling you, like I am tooting my own horn in this instance. If you really work with me, and don't just work with me, rock with me. Let me know if you want to rock with me. And what I mean by rock with me is literally, I've set my business up in such a way where you can see exactly what I'm doing. Outside of a few things that it's kind of hard to like just spotlight those things, but the strategy of my business, what I actually do, believe it or not, it's modelable. It's modelable for anyone out there. And I designed it this way. Many, many months ago, when I made my pivot, I talked about how I wanted to create a business where if anyone saw what it was that I was doing and desired to do what I was doing, that they could model it. That no one ever had to sit on the outside ever again and say, Steph, I wish I knew what you knew. You can. GoProWithSteph.com. You can learn exactly what I know about making money online. You can learn exactly what I know about digital marketing. You can learn exactly what I know about making money on these platforms. You want to learn strategy. You want to learn better messaging. You want to learn how to show up and get paid to be you. You get my mentorship for free, where we really embark on that journey, right? And I help you not only make sense of how to use what you're learning in the digital marketing course of Master Resale Rights, but if you're really paying attention, I show you how to be the authentic you in your marketing. And I help you do the things and facilitate the things that are going to help you in making money. I want more people to know that it's not just doable, but it's doable for you. Someone write that down at the top of your notebook. This is doable for me. Because part of the battle in all of this, if I can be so real with you, is believing, number one, that it is doable for you. That whether it's your first $10,000 period online, or whether it's reaching, right, like a point where you're earning $10,000 months and then 5-figure months consistently, is not just realizing that, wow, like it's doable because other people are doing it. That's surface level belief and surface level like knowing. But when you get to a point where you're like, no, this is really, really doable for me. Like, this is doable. Like, I can change the whole dynamic of my life. Things change for you. Because as I've been sharing all month long, the steps will always be the steps. The steps for me, get ready to blow y'all's mind. The steps for me have always been the steps. For anyone that's rocked with me or followed me for any length of time, you've seen me do the exact same thing for many years. Videos, build my email list, send emails, go live, make money. You've seen me do the same thing. Like, let me know. If you're out there live, like, let me know if you know I'm telling the truth. But I was doing those things in a space and at a level where I didn't truly believe that I could hit really, really big levels. The years I talked about, wanting to get to $1 million or earning $1 million in commissions, I didn't really believe it. I didn't really see it. Like, there was not a knowing that I could do it. It was just kind of like, well, if other people are doing it, then of course I can. So I operated in a way of just kind of like throwing stuff out there, like willy-nilly with my YouTube channel. And yes, that was enough to make me some really good money, right? Really good money compared to working full-time as a nurse. But my next levels now, like what I'm experiencing now, when I talk about building a sustainable 5-figure a month business, on Monday, okay? For all members. If you're not a member, just go to GoProWithSteph.com, get the doggone course, because you're going to need it if you want to make money online successfully. You're going to need this information. But on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing our hangout. It's going to be for March, but we're doing it Monday because I got to help you guys go into March. And what I have planned for you guys, again, it's going to be a deep dive. We're going to finish off the Blitz on Monday. So this will be the final lesson of the Blitz. We're doing it live, right? So that you guys can ask questions, but it's going to blow your mind. It's like the perfect, like, chef's kiss to all of this. All right. So just mark your calendar. But the next levels I'm experiencing now, there's so much predictability. There's so much certainty. There's so much, I can look at my business and I can tell you, it takes X amount of opt-ins to make a sale. How about that? On Monday, I'm going to break it down for y'all, and I'm going to help you with this. I'm going to help you guys realize where if you're not making money, you're going to be like, oh, I realize why I'm not making money. Like, the numbers just aren't there, right? The views aren't there. The opt-ins aren't, like, the numbers just aren't there. How would you love to have that kind of insight and intel into your business where you're like, oh, all I got to do is just literally do the work, know what to look for, and know that sales are certain. It's powerful, you guys. It's powerful. And the reason I know I need to share this is because there's a lot of people like me, whether you're my age, whether you're the same demographic as me, right? Maybe you're a woman of color. Maybe you've just lived life like me where you can identify with me, that need to know this is possible for them. Not just for other people, but for them. So please, at the top of your notebook, write down, this is doable for me. And if you don't fully believe it right now, like, that's fine. But the more that we work on that belief structure, we work on that knowing, you will get to a point where you're like, wait a second. This has been the only thing that's been lacking all this time, is I don't believe. You guys, we're going to dive deep today, but y'all, this is exactly why people don't invest in their business. It's why they will say, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't know if I can learn this. It's the reason why any excuse you make is because you don't believe the results are possible for you. Because when you know the results are possible for you, you're like, there's no way this one thing, this one excuse is going to stand in my way. There's no way. I can learn anything. I can do anything. I can find the money. I can find the time. When you know any outcome that you desire is possible, there is no obstacle that can stand in your way. Like, let me know if you're getting this. Like, I feel like we can end this call right now. But that right there, you guys, is one of those things where over the years, people have tried to get you to think your mindset's a problem, your mindset, but they've never pinpointed, what about my mindset? Is it I'm not positive enough? Is it I'm too negative? Is it that I'm too much of an introvert? Is it, what is it? Is it I don't believe in myself? But it literally is the same knowing you have that you can go to work and work X amount of hours and earn X amount of dollars every paycheck. It's the same knowing you've got to bring into your business. At first, my knowing was at a level of it's impossible to fail. How many of you guys are even there where you're like, it's impossible to fail? Because that's where I was when I started all of this. I was like, it's impossible to fail. And that got me some money. That got me results. That got me winning. And it got me winning so that I could have the confidence to keep going forward and keep winning. At least I had a recollection of what winning felt like. And then as I kept winning, and I took some L's along the way, but I kept winning, ultimately I'm winning. I realized I'm doing the work. Like, why I'm doing the work. Why am I not winning bigger? Like, I'm doing the work. Why do I make the playoffs, but I never win the championship? Right? Why do I make Final Four, but why am I always there? Like, what's really preventing me? Is this making sense, you guys? I kind of dig sports, so I like using sports analogies, right? Like, and I realized, but Steph, you really didn't believe those levels were possible for you. You really didn't. And when I realized how much that was holding back, and I just got to a place where I'm like, I'm certain that 5-figure months can be as predictable and as sustainable as earning $22 an hour as a nurse. It can be just as sustainable. Who said business has to be volatile? Who says business has to be unpredictable? Who says it has to take a certain amount of time? Right? Who says? So literally the one switch that I flipped in my business was the fact that I am unavailable for anything less than what I'm setting my mind to. Now understand, that doesn't mean that just because I say, oh, in March, I'm going to do $40,000. Like my mind's set on $40,000. Might I hit it? I might not. But it's like I was sharing with one of my mentorship members that I'm working with one-on-one right now. I said, but it will never be because I didn't believe it wasn't possible, or it will never be because I didn't see that someone else did it. And I'm not going to use anything else as an excuse. Like, I'm going to know if I fell short that I gave all that I got, that I went into the month knowing and believing. Maybe March wasn't the month it's supposed to happen, but I knew I left it all out there. I know I did the work. I know that I did everything right that I could do. And it just wasn't meant to happen that month. Right? But I keep going. And that level of belief, that level of knowing, right? It just keeps growing deeper. It just keeps growing bigger. It's more magnifying. So I can share the steps and we're definitely going to go through it. But if you're sitting here right now with any inkling of, like, I love everything she's saying, but I don't have the money, I can't invest $500. You've already lost for yourself because you're not even seeing beyond that. How come it can't just be a matter of time or deciding to get resourceful? Seriously. Or I don't see how I can carve time. Right? I remember Veronica. I remember that was one of the things when she kept trying to convince me for no good reason that she didn't want to do this. And I never asked her. She knows the joke with that. Her thing wasn't even like, it wasn't even I don't have the money. It was just like, I don't think I have the time. I don't think I want to invest myself in this way. I don't think I want to spend the time learning this. Okay, then don't do it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Veronica knows the joke in that. Anyone that's been hanging around for a while, they know the joke in that. But then the moment I look up and I wake up and I'm like, oh, so Veronica bought the course. I don't think she's missed a live. I think she's done a video almost every day, if not a video and a short. She's present. She invests more into herself. She's constantly learning. It doesn't matter what it looks like right now. She's constantly. So she went from someone, I don't even know, like, I don't even know if this is what I want to do, to every day she's showing up. Every day she's showing up. And I think all it is she just sees a bigger vision for herself. She sees a bigger vision for herself, and she's vested in this, right? She's vested. How many of you guys are vested? For the drop of a hat, will you be willing to pull the plug? Walk away, turn your back. This doesn't work. I thought this. How many of y'all are midlifers? How many of y'all are midlifers? And you've been on the job for years, 20 years, 30 years. I don't know, however long you've been there. Can I ask you a question? Did you really think this is how it would turn out for you? That's like, whew, someone say, ouch. Is that how you thought it would turn out for you? Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, and sometimes I'm like, this is not how I thought it would turn out for me. So it's like I posted on Facebook, I responded to someone's comment on Facebook today. I said, anything that I say in public to my peeps, I've already had the conversation with myself. So if you get butthurt, that's just you being butthurt. But I've already said these things to myself first, right? I've already said these things to myself first. So is that how you thought it was going to turn out for you, wherever you are? So why do we venture into entrepreneurship or making money online or whatever, and we're like 30 days into this, 3 videos into this, 10 videos into this, we're like, I didn't think it was going to be this tough. Really? So 30 days into this, and it's already, I didn't think it was going to turn out this way. But you showed up on the job for 20 years, 30 years, however, and you had signs all along the way that this was not going the way you wanted it to go. Whether you were looked over for promotions, whether you're like, this is really mundane. Okay, Groundhog's Day. Like, why do we give more play to that direction? And I'm not poo-pooing a job. It's our decisions. It's our decisions. It's what we allow. We're okay with some things. And in other instances, I thought it would be easier. I thought I wouldn't have to pay the cost to be the boss. I thought it was the internet, so I thought it was easier. Why do I have to learn stuff? Why do I have to do? Why do I have to keep doing the videos? Why do you have to keep going to your job? I am telling you, like this part right here, this part of the dynamic of being an entrepreneur, the reason I'm unavailable to not talk about it, and I don't care if it scares people where they're like, oh, I wanted to do this, but not now. I would rather have you realize and save your money and your time. Because even if you hear this and you're like, oh, wow, like this is bigger than I thought, I'm going to have to really change myself. And you go out there and then you decide to listen to someone that hypes you up and makes it seem like it's easier than it is, and you buy into a lie. The story doesn't change. Your outcome doesn't change. The fact that it might take you time doesn't change. Does it make sense? So it's better going into it understanding, okay, I got to pay the cost to be the boss. Because you're already paying a cost someplace else anyways. You're already paying the cost someplace else anyways. So like literally write this down when you realize it's just all a journey. And however long you've been working your job or doing whatever you're doing in your life right now, however long you've been doing that, can you just make yourself this promise that you'll give your entrepreneur journey that same solid as well, that same grace as well, that same time as well, however you want to look at it. You know, the boss that keeps telling you next year you'll be promoted, next year you'll get that bigger raise. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep showing up. Somebody was just more qualified. You keep going, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. You keep showing up. Right? When I was a nurse, it was those 25-cent raises. And I was ecstatic because I was capping out at my raise for the year. I'm like, yes, I am winning. I am amazing. I am capping out. Kept doing, right? Kept doing. So if it's been 25 years as an entrepreneur, I mean, as you know, a nurse or whatever you're doing, I'm not saying my platform is never to quit your job. You do whatever you want. That's not my platform. You are here to learn what to do, and I'm here to teach you and give you the resources, access to the resources. What you do with the money and with the outcomes up to you. That's not my job to paint a picture of firing your boss. None of the times that we're in right now. Okay, I can help you position yourself to make a boatload of money, but what you do with it's up to you. So in knowing that, if you know my message isn't chasing to fire your boss, and you're like, okay, I've been rocking this career for 25 years. Yeah, I'm 49. So even if I tack on 25 years to 49, like let's say I was just getting started and I was just hearing this, it puts me at 74. If I was getting started today at 49, I could make myself, I would be like, you know what, Steph, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'll give this 25 years just like I've given doing whatever I've been doing 25 years. But in the back of my mind, I would slowly be like, yeah, but it's not going to take me 25 years, right, to get myself to a place of earning what you're earning. Like that's how I'd be thinking. I'm like, I'm going to be like you, Steph. But that was my mindset when I first got started, y'all. As I was always like, but I'm going to be like my mentor. I'm going to be like them. I'm going to be like them. And so I did what they did. Right. And then I fell into my own many, many, many years later, right, to where I am now. But I had things to model along the way. All right. Yes. And Veronica, that's exactly what they say. And then that's the thing, though. That's the game that's played in that arena. So it's like if you choose to play that sport, which is like working a job, again, I'm not poo-pooing that. You just have to understand that's the game. Like that's the way the game's played there. And you got to practice for that. Do you know what I'm saying? If you didn't do enough to get the last promotion, you got to practice for that next promotion. Like that's all that it is. In this arena, the game is played differently. The game is based upon what you do, right? Getting good at this, getting strategic, playing chess, not checkers, right? It's different here. So you got to play the game differently here. I hope this is making sense, y'all. All right, grab a notebook, grab a pen. Let me go back to say some hellos. I was ignoring y'all because I had to like break into my groove. I told y'all Saturdays are different. Hello, my girl, Megan. It's so funny when I respond to different people, like whenever Megan emails me, I'm like, hey, Megan girl. I don't know why I always call her Megan girl. Hello, Megan. Hello, Saleh B. I think I saw your name yesterday in a comment. Yes, am I correct? I think we communicated back and forth. Hey, Terrence. Hello, Veronica. I am getting it, so grateful I did. Oh, you got started today. Yay! Maybe your name is not a name that came through then. Like maybe you registered as a different name. Awesome. Yeah. I'm excited to hear that. Awesome. Congratulations. I'm excited to have you on board. As soon as we're done with this live, I'll get you plugged all in. Yay! Like I said, maybe your name came in as someone else's, as a different name, as often does with people, what they are online and then like their government name is different. So yay, excited. All right, you guys. So let me put my notes up. Let me know if you guys are ready. Yes, correct. Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right, you guys. So one of the first thoughts I had today, was, and I kind of dropped into it already, was that I feel so blessed to know that I actually have the goods and that this is the time. You guys have the goods. And this is the time, believe it or not. I want you guys to know, whether you're just getting started, whether you've been in this for a minute, whether you're on the outside looking in and you're evaluating getting started. I get it all. But I want you to know that all of this gets to be as easy as you do certain work, you get certain results. Okay, write that down. You do certain work, you get certain results. So anywhere in life right now, that's happening for you. Right? Anywhere in life, that's happening for you. You're being rewarded or penalized, however you want to look at it, for the work you've already done. So a lot of my feelings right now in my business and why I want to communicate this so much to you guys is that I know at this point, like I'm doing the big work. I'm doing the work that's getting the results that it's getting. I shared with someone yesterday how business, like in the big schemes, it's not science. But like I said on Monday, when we do our mentorship call, I'm going to break down where you can expect there to be some science around your business. But oftentimes people aren't patient and diligent enough to get to that place to see where the science is happening. Right? We call that data. And so I just want more people to know that this space is no different. If you do certain work with consistency over time, right? You condense the time frames that you're consistent. You will get certain results based upon that. All right. So here we go. You guys, the first digital product that I bought online many, many years ago, I had no idea that it was going to set me free the way that it did. Yes, a lot of people know the results that I got, as far as like being able to make a lot of sales in my first 30 days, my first sale in 3 days of being online. But it dawned on me today. Like I didn't realize how that purchase so many years ago would bring me full circle. And the whole idea, the whole concept, even that digital product would be a cause for setting me free. I really, really want you to take notice of that. All right. In a recent video, I talked about how I feel so blessed being a woman of color that's a really strong digital marketer, because I think that representation is missed out there a lot. But I also believe the representation of whatever you are, who you are, what you stand for, your voice, that's missing out there as well. And so while I have great pride in being able to represent as a woman of color who's figured this out, who's strong in digital marketing, who won't present or represent shortcuts as a way of getting it done, requiring more of myself first so other people can require more of themselves, it's literally what keeps me going every single day. Is like, I feel like I have a real gift to give to other people, that there is something a lot of people out there do not know. That's how I feel about this digital marketing course with Master Resale Rights. That's how I feel about my mentorship. And I'll even say this to those that are already in the mentorship. I literally am disappointed at those that have been around for a while, are not experiencing the success they want to see, and did not dive into the blitz. I really am disappointed, because I know the numbers in there. I know the numbers that have gone through it. And I'm like, so how long do we hang around thinking we're going to just pick up through osmosis, or just like, how long are we going to talk the talk but not walk the walk? How long are we going to say we want help and mentorship and not take advantage of what's there for us? Like, disappointed is probably like the best way I can use it, because I don't get it. I've never been in that place in my business. I just know that in this season, you guys, not only do you got to go for what you want, but you got to work for what you want. You got to work for what you want. And so literally I do show up again, Soleil, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, right? Just got started. Anyone else new that's out there? Like, I realize that's really what my business is about. Is creating the awareness of how all of this is possible, and being a reminder, right? Being a reminder, being maybe even a role model, right? To those that have gotten started, like Veronica, like Megan, that are gleaning to the information. You can tell they want it. That's why I just can't give up. That's why I put my life vest on first, because I knew if I didn't save myself first and save my business first and get my business to a point where, again, I hope you guys see it's not just talk. There are people out there that are going to talk a good talk. I see people that are sharing blueprints for $10,000 months that haven't even made their first sale online. I'm not kidding. And it breaks my heart, because it's like, what happens to the people that believe you, but yet you don't really have a blueprint because you've never done it yourself? My sincerity in all of this is that I realize it gets to be so much easier than so many of us thought it could be. Like, we were all thinking, you guys, you hear me saying we were all thinking it takes so much. And for some of you guys, if so much is committing to diving into some training to help you, then this is not for you. Because that's not even just so much. It just comes with the territory. You've got to learn. But I know for a fact, right? And yes, even you being clueless, but this is resonating with you. I can tell you, you are in the right place. You are in the right place to be clueless, because you have everything that you need to go from being clueless to learning this stuff and getting set up for online business success. You didn't just invest into some biz op with the promise of being able to make money. You invested into something where you get to learn step by step. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to. I show up to help you go fast. But you're in the place to learn how to go from being clueless to being able to write your own checks. Y'all write that down. I don't care where you are right now. This is the space to go from being clueless to developing the skills to write your own checks. Yo, that's exciting. That's what my business represents. But the overarching message, and I promise we're going to get into the steps, but when we get into the steps, having this overview is just going to bring the steps home. And you're going to realize, okay, like those are the rules to playing chess, but Steph just showed us how to play chess. Like she gave us the insight. Because you guys, I'm telling you, the majority, again, the masses are failing. When you understand that, you'll realize I don't want to be like the masses. I don't want to spend my money, invest my money, throw away my money like the masses. I don't want to do like the masses. Because the masses are doing it doesn't mean that I need to be doing it. I need to be going the polar opposite. So it's like while the masses are playing checkers, maybe even go fish, right? We've set up this entire portal, this entire thing to help you play chess, to help you learn how to play it, learn the rules, learn the strategy. And from a monetary standpoint, be able to write your own checks. You guys, I'm masterful when it comes to monetization and strategies. If you can learn the skills and give yourself what your business needs, because your business does need things, I get to step in as a mentor and help you put the strategy together. Like if you can't see the strategy of my business, like from where you are, and you come into the mentorship, this is where you can throw your ideas at me and say, Steph, like I have all of this, right? Give me a strategy, right? To make money with all of this. I can do that. You know why? Because the first ebook that I bought that kicked off my business in 2007 was called Stacked Income. It taught me how to monetize properly. It taught me how to be the store. And then I learned branding. And then I learned attraction marketing. And then I learned my story marketing. See how all this works? Like, do you see why I am where I am right now? Do you see why I teach you guys the things that I teach you? Because most are not doing that out there. So again, the overarching message, because I got to drill this home, is you guys, we've thought all this time that it took so much more. But really, all that it takes is everything the majority of us have been taking shortcuts on. Someone just say that I dropped the bomb right there. You see, and I said we, because that's what I'm realizing. I'm like, everywhere I was trying to take a shortcut and throw spaghetti against the wall and be lazy. Why do you think, like, for those of y'all that I'm working with, I get on you when I'm like, why are you being lazy with your YouTube content? Why aren't you doing the work that's laid out there for you? Because if you do the work, your results will be different. And I can only say that from a place of, I've done what you've done. I've thrown crap against the wall. I've used YouTube as a creative space. It got me some money. For some of y'all, it's not getting you any money. And then when I decided to play chess with YouTube, yeah, it takes a little bit more work. Yes, I'm banging my head against the wall most days when it comes to YouTube. But y'all, when I'm generating 20 plus opt-ins a day, I can't help but share this right now because there's someone on the outside looking in that needs to hear this. When I'm generating 20 plus opt-ins on most days, a day in my business, and I sit down and I look and I'm like, wait a second. So for every 16 opt-ins, I make a sale. Do you guys see how I'm not bullcrapping you here? When I say there is a science behind this, but most of y'all, most people will not work themselves to the point of being able to see the science work. So when I think about that, I'm like, all of these years, and again, right, I've been doing six figures for a while, but when you want more, you can't figure out where it's broken. And for some of you guys, you can't figure out how to like you can't even figure out how to jump the broom in your business right now. And you're wondering why you did 10 whole videos and why you're not gaining traction. It's because no one's being truthful and sharing like even what I just shared right now. And so when I'm like, wow, Steph, so you're, again, me talking to myself. So what these numbers are basically saying, Steph, is that because you played small all of these years, you got what you got, and that's fantastic. And I wouldn't trade it for anything because it got me to where I am now, understanding this, realizing nothing's about luck, nothing's about the color of your skin, nothing's about the algorithms not liking Black people. I'm just telling you, the stuff that you hear out there has nothing to do with any of that. While those things, maybe those things are true, I don't know. But all I know is that when I stopped playing small, I realized I could have been doing this the entire time. How can I not show up to inspire and empower in this way? Because I know what it's like to play small. And even me playing small got me amongst the 10%. But most people won't even play at the small level that I was at. Because if anything, I was consistent with what I was doing, which got me the results I got. This year, I'm looking to move amongst the top 5%. I'm not even playing. And because I know the numbers and see the numbers, and I know what it takes now for me, I'm going to make more money because guess what? I'm better and I have more value to give to other people. Because I know. So one of the reasons why this course is so important, you guys, is it makes you more valuable. And do you know why buying the course from myself or from someone in our community is even more valuable to you? Is because you also get the mentorship. You also get this insight, right? As I move, you get to move. Why? Because I tell you what's working in my business. On Monday, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my real numbers. Not just, this is how much money I made. I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm going to be sharing with you my numbers. You're going to know my views, my opt-ins, because I want you to know the science behind the results that I'm getting. That's what matters more than the amount of money. All you got to know is 5 figures. That's all you got to know. Because I want more people to understand that while we've all been sitting here thinking it takes more, a lot of us have been lacking the very basic intel on what it really does take so that we can do the kind of work that gets us results. Let me know if that makes sense. So most people, the masses, thought it was supposed to be way easier. So they do virtually nothing, or they give up too quickly. For those that have had success, it's like we were doing things, we just weren't strategic enough. We weren't playing chess, right? We were just whooping tail in checkers. Here we go, guys. Thank you so much. It is powerful. It is powerful. And when you know, when you feel this, it changes things in your business. And all I can do, you guys, I know it may feel like it's all over the place. Oftentimes I'll go back and I'll watch my lives and I'm like, no, I was not over the place at all. Like, I know I would have needed this many years ago. I could have used this many years ago. Because this is what I was lacking. As you guys know, like, I'm a hustler. Like, I work. You guys know I work, right? I churn out stuff. I am hecka consistent. But what we do makes a difference. I want to help you do the right things. Invest your money properly. Get what it is that you need. Get yourself set up for success. So number one, you guys, you got to get the training. I'm referring to my notes, but I'm going to jump around a little bit. That's why you're going to see me processing a little bit differently. Number one, you got to get the training. Okay? You guys, the training that you invest in should have everything that you need to understand how to get set up for online business success and equip you for making money. Okay? When we talk about getting the training, so I recommend the training that I sell, right? GoProWithSteph.com, because you're going to learn the business of online business. You're going to learn digital marketing. That's how I got to where I am. Period. Is what's in this course. Took me many years, right? To like piecemeal all of this together. Where now you get to learn it all in one place. You get to see how it all works together. You get to get set up while you're learning. Like you get to put the bits of your business together while you're actually learning. And there's like really two main paths I would say that you could take. But everything is there, right, to help you in getting started. Now, in the day and age that we're in right now, this is why I always say start with some kind of investment. So when we talk about getting the training, start with an investment into a digital product, right? And I suggest, again, nowadays, like I don't invest hardly any of my money unless I can actually turn around and sell what it is that I've invested into, because it's available for us now, right? And so it's like, I want to know if I invest in it to learn from it for me, right? Can I turn around and be able to resell it to other people? So the reason you want to start this way, again, if you want a faster start, is that you'll get to learn from the actual digital product, right? And you'll understand what it feels like to actually invest in yourself in this way. You do yourself a disservice when you don't invest into yourself, because if you're not willing to make that investment in that first step, why should anyone else be willing to? So it's like I tell people oftentimes, like you really teach people how to treat you in business by the way you show up and by the way you take care of yourself. Give people a reason to want to invest into you by being a product of what you're suggesting they buy themselves. Right? I'm a product of this digital marketing course of Master Resale Rights. When you go to GoProWithSteph.com, I'm a product of setting up systems and automations. When you receive emails from me, I'm a product of someone that understands how to use digital marketing and automation and email marketing. Right? When you elect to pay with a debit or credit card, and or Afterpay or Klarna, I'm a product of someone that's learned this stuff and has set up a professional business that accepts money like a pro. You guys, can I just warn you of something? I just saw this the other day. Someone was on YouTube and they want people to buy something from them, a course to teach them something, and every way to pay them was Cash App me, Venmo me. It was a money app. Why are we doing that? Can I encourage you guys, don't ever pay anyone that way for any services. You have no record. It is a surefire way to get schemed, to get scammed, and to have no recourse. If someone's trying to teach you how to do anything online and they're not set up for online business success themselves, something's wrong. Can I just help the people? I was like, and this person's been online as long as I have. Why they're taking that shortcut, I don't know. But I would never invest my money in someone that's like Cash App me, Venmo me, Zelle me. No, sir. No, ma'am. Nope. I want a record of it all. And as a business, because that's what we all are, right? Or businesses. And we want people to treat us like businesses. Therefore, we take the steps and precautions to present ourselves as businesses. So you do yourself such an incredible service when you invest into these high quality, like digital products, because you get to learn from them. So like with this course, you learn from the course. And then as a product of it, you get to turn right back around and highly recommend it to other people. Right? I have a whole master resale rights store. If someone were to buy a digital product from my store, first off, they get to learn from it. They get to become a product of what they learn from that guide. Right? And then if they want to turn back around and use what they learn, right, to help them in that way, they become a product of that. Right? And even with my store, I tell people, like, don't put the cart before the horse. My store is fantastic. If you know how to make money online already, feel free, right? Buy the products, sell the products. They're amazing, very high quality. But the course always comes first, because if you don't know how to get yourself set up for online business success, like Soleil said, right? She's clueless. So if she were just to purchase something that was only to make money with no instructions or guidance, she's lost. She could have a great opportunity, but if she doesn't know how to get set up, if she doesn't know how to get a GoPro with Soleil.com site of her own, you know what I'm saying? Then she's dead in the water. This is why I do what I do, you guys. I want to help more people before they go out there and blow their money on things that can't really serve them. And I say can't because there are levels to this. And if you don't know how to get set up or know how to navigate these webs, you're just wasting your time, energy, and money. So sometimes, yes, we do have to slow down to go faster in our business. And all I'm telling you is every instance where I've slowed down and I've gotten automation set up and systems and processes, my business goes faster. It operates like a well-oiled machine. That's what I want for more people. And y'all, we've simplified it. We've made it so easy for anyone to get started in this way. You see the title today, right? The blueprint to earning $10,000 a month, helping people start online businesses. You realize there are people out there that are making 5 figures a month, helping people lose weight. There are people out there making 5 figures a month, helping people with their tech. There are people that are making 5 figures a month, helping people, do a lot of different things. I'm just the one that's like, let's make a lot of money helping people start online businesses, right? Let's start our own online businesses. Let's learn these skills for ourselves and let's go be a resource and a product, right? Let's be the person walking the walk and being an inspiration for others. And that's what I do. I've done this for myself. I'm doing this for myself. You guys are on this journey with me. I'm just steps ahead of you. I've cleared the path for you. And I've said this course will help you do what I'm doing. Like, why would you not buy the course from me? I'm telling you, it will help you do what I'm doing. My mentorship will further help and guide you and support you in doing this. So we're literally all in this together. We're going to put our own life vest on first, right, by getting the training and going through the training and learning from the training. And then we're going to share our journey and our experiences with other people and inspire them to don't wait and start now. So number 1, you're going to learn for yourself. This way that we share here in our community, it's beautiful because you get to set yourself up to learn and you set yourself up to earn. So again, one of the ways I fast-tracked myself early on was I copied the right cats. I did what they did. I set my capture pages up the way they set their capture pages up. I set my funnels up the way they set their funnels up. They talked about something in their videos. I talked about it in my videos. When it was time to learn email marketing, I got on the right people's email list and I modeled their style until I could adapt a style of my own. I set up offers the way other people, you see what I'm saying? I didn't try to make this more complicated. I fast tracked because I modeled. That's what my entire business is about. Allowing people to fast track by modeling. That's why it was so important for me to put my life vest on first, to get to this place in my business where I have this documentation to say, like, this is what's working. Right? So that it doesn't have to be a guess for anybody. So once you get the training, all right, you're going to use what you learn to sell a high in demand digital product. So again, it's so important. The training helps you get set up, helps you learn digital marketing, helps you get your systems set up, help you get your processes set up. All right. Helps you figure out your niche, the people you want to serve. All those are important things to understand. Our training helps you with that. My mentorship helps you with that. Right? So again, once you've gone through the training, now you want to figure out, what am I going to sell that's high in demand? And I always tell people, think this way. What would people buy today? What would my person buy today? That's what you sell them. That is what you sell them. That's the shortest path to getting you to making money faster. We don't overcomplicate this. We go through training. We figure out who we want to serve. We understand the problem, the chief problem that this person has as it relates to how we want to help them. So if I was in the weight loss industry and I knew my person was someone that was struggling with losing their first 5 pounds, I'm not going to create a product, right, to help them get bikini ready. Because likely they're struggling with the belief structure or with the motivation to lose the first 5 pounds. So I would create a product, or I would sell a product, right? Drop your first 5 pounds in the next 10 days, guaranteed. Would the person struggling to lose their first 5 pounds for one reason or another find that appealing? Do you think it would be a high in demand digital product for someone that's been struggling to drop their first 5 pounds? Could they see investing $49 or maybe even $100 into it? Absolutely. Right? Maybe not $100, but $49? Absolutely. I would. If I knew that could get me on my way. So think, what would they buy today? And for me, it's never a price point thing. Because I know my ideal person, like in this instance with selling the course, based upon my ideal person and my content and what I deliver, I know that my person is someone that is looking for a way to get set up for online business success. They're looking to learn this stuff. Like they're done with watching a gazillion free YouTube videos. They're done with being led astray. Like they actually want the goods. And I know that when I offer them, if they see it as the answer, they will invest today. It's been proven in my business. Right? So you're going to take what you learn and you're going to begin selling a high in demand digital product. Again, think, what would they buy today? That's what you sell them. Okay. Number 3. So they get solid, make sure you get solid on that. So again, if we're talking about making $10,000 a month or even making our first $10,000 by helping people start an online business, all right, I want you write down right now, right? Whatever you've invested in or you're thinking about investing in, ask yourself, would other people out there invest in the same way that I did? That's how easy this gets to be, you guys. That's how I made 28 sales in my first 30 days as a brand new person online. Is because when I went through that ebook, I was like, oh my gosh, people need this information. I knew I had to turn right back around and sell that to other people. Other people needed this. And that's what I did. I shared what I was learning. I shared my experiences, and I put other people onto it. I became a product of that ebook. I hope this is making sense to you guys. This really is the easier road when you get this. Number 3, again, through the training, you're going to want to make sure that you have systems for automations set up. Right before we were going live today, I was getting ready to get ready. I was finishing up some work and I had an idea. I was walking to my bedroom. I was getting ready to get dressed and I picked up my phone real quick because I was like, oh, I had an email idea. And so I was drafting out the email on my phone. And I think it was actually Select because it might be the name that popped up then. And I was drafting out the email and all of a sudden I get cha-ching, $500 sale. Someone bought the course. But I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't in anyone's DM. I wasn't on the phone with anybody. Systems of automations will allow people to be able to find you on the webs, process information, and make buying decisions with you. Systems of automation will allow people to find you on the web, whether it be YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok. It'll allow people to find you on the web and say, I want to know more about what you have to offer. And it will allow them to go someplace to get more information. It will collect their information. You'll grow your email list by one more person, which is necessary. It'll give them the information they want through a sales page or a video or something, where in the comfort of their home on their own time, they can process the information. And when they're ready to make a buying decision in their own time, they could do so. And you as the entrepreneur can get paid 24/7, 365. That is what I help people do. I want you to get cha-chings while you're at work. I want you to get cha-chings while you're asleep. I want to help you get set up for online business success like a pro and learn how to grow your business so that people can discover you and go through that process with you. You guys, I wish the picture was painted as clear for me when I was getting started. Because if you can just work that dynamic, and again, with what I'm going to share on Monday in the mentorship, you're going to understand why strategy and consistency is so doggone important and why the masses will just keep losing because they don't understand this element. It can be easier. Because when I look at what I'm experiencing, I'm like, why did I wait so long to do this the right way? Why didn't I really apply what I was learning? Why didn't I really get serious about this? There is zero doubt in my mind that I could have already had $1 million a year business. Zero doubt in my mind. Because I see how it's all coming together just based upon a few months of being uber like focused and dialed in. When people use terms like next level, I don't think some people really understand what they're saying because they haven't experienced next level. That's what I'm experiencing. And next level starts at a place of personal responsibility. Someone needs to write that down. Next level starts at a place of personal responsibility. Many of you guys have heard me share the story how about 6 months ago, I was feeling real down and out. My husband was like, what's wrong? And instead of saying nothing, I told him what was wrong. And I was like, I'm going to be 50 in March. And I just feel like, life's not going my way. And just what was me. And this was right after I made the pivot from coaching to this business model. And he said, well, he's like, there's two ways to look at it. You can look at it as it's just where you're supposed to be in life right now. Or you can chalk it up to choices and your actions. And I quickly fired back and I said, well, I'm not going to leave it to where this is just where I'm supposed to be in life right now. So I'll focus on better choices and being responsible for my actions. People like Veronica can attest. I shared this story at the time it happened. I shared the story at the time it happened. And I kid you not, that conversation has had everything to do with the way I approached my business. I changed the approach to my business because I realized, right? Literally, if it was going to be, it was going to be up to me. And we all have a choice every single day to decide this is just where I'm supposed to be in life. I'm not saying that's a right or wrong approach. I'm not. But when I realized that my choices could be better, my decisions could be better, my actions could be more strategic, I decided to be responsible for where I wanted to go. And that's when I really started to hone in on what I do, how I do it, and all of it's come to what I'm sharing with you guys now. I wanted to pivot my business and jump immediately into 5-figure months. And that's what I did. So next levels don't come from just wanting them. They come from a place of personal responsibility. You work for what you want. Manifestation is not a negative or a positive. Manifestation is a result. It is an outcome of decisions and actions. So we don't need to know how to manifest better. We need to know how to make better decisions and better choices and take more proactive actions towards the things that we want. Everyone out there wanting to talk about, you need to manifest better. No. You need to mind your decisions, make better decisions, back your decisions, right? Trust the process, take action. Be responsible for the outcome you say that you want. Know you left it all out there for that outcome. And then if it's not happening right now, that it's just a matter of time, that it just might be the process you have to go through. Period. Oh, you're absolutely welcome. I love sharing this stuff because, again, it would have been so helpful to me many years ago when I realized this was bigger than just making money. Do you guys understand why this is bigger than making money? Because hang with me, I'm going to change your life right now. When you work a job, can we all just attest, it doesn't take much to earn a paycheck. You show up and you earn a paycheck, right? You go through a checklist of things to do on a daily basis. You earn a paycheck. You can pretty much be a zombie once you've done your role for a certain length of time. You know what to do. It doesn't take you becoming a better person, a bigger person, in most instances, not even a more responsible person. You just show up and you do the thing. In business, when you get started and you're like, I'm earning $3,000 a month on my job, I want to replace that. In most instances in this, if you want to replace your income, you don't really have to become a different person. You can work your way through $3,000. Like you could get to a point of just through sheer action of doing $3,000. I did that. I stayed at levels like that for a while because I was just working. I was just working my way, taking action. The stuff that I talk about now in terms of you get to a place where you just know, literally, I'm a different person. That's where the struggle comes for a lot of people, is thinking different and like shifting their beliefs and understanding how and why things happen. When you do definitely study successful people, like I've studied successful people, there's a clear difference between the way that we think. And when I realized it didn't matter if I like had their marketing budget and I could run ads the way they did, there would still be a deficit between who we are, which still makes a difference in our business. So it's conversations like this will really speed you along, because you'll realize it's not just about throwing the video up on YouTube. It's not just about like whatever you just think it's about in terms of action. It's about the big picture, the strategy, the chess match, right? That's much bigger than just the next move. And like this part of my business came from a couple of things. Number one, the Bible, right? My relationship with the Lord, and getting in the right circles of, again, like higher earning people and really understanding like their business mind around doing the things that they do. So I'm not going to wait to become a millionaire to share these things with you guys. Because if anything, I want you celebrating this with me as it begins to happen for you, as you create this for yourself. Or I want you to say, I sat back a whole year and I watched Steph do this and I didn't do a doggone thing. I saw her talk about this. I saw her change month after month. I saw her business change month after month. And I didn't do a doggone thing. That's an ouch. It's always seed time, harvest time, you guys. Always. Right now, you're in harvest of whatever you planted months ago. For some, you're watching me in harvest of what you heard me talk about months ago. Am I correct? Your harvest right now, it matters and it doesn't matter. You're not going to change your harvest by worrying about your harvest. You're going to change next season's harvest by the seeds you plant right now. So please write down on your notebook. I'm going to have to go back and watch this myself, y'all, and take my own notes. What seeds are you planting? Seriously, what seeds are you planting? On a daily basis, could you begin to catalog your seeds? Seeds could be videos, shorts, live streams, emails, your email list growing daily. And every email that gets sent out to every new person is another seed. Only you know what the seeds are. So what's so powerful is that the harvest you have right now, you literally earned it. You are an awesome manifester, my friend, because you've manifested this harvest you have right now. Good, bad, or indifferent. Because only you planted those seeds months ago. Great news is, since we are awesome manifestors, we've just proven that to ourselves. What do we want the next 90 days of harvest to look like? What do you want your March harvest to look like? What seeds are you willing to plant right now? I know, heavy for a lot of people. Y'all, but this is the stuff that changes us. This is the stuff that will change your bank account. This is the stuff that will change your business. This is the stuff that will get you going right. This is the stuff. And this, what I just shared, cannot be refuted. It's the truth. It's the truth. And it doesn't matter where you are in life with it. If every year your boss has been telling you, you don't get promoted or you don't get the raise because you don't do X, Y, Z, and you keep not doing X, Y, Z, those are the seeds you choose to plant. Therefore, whatever the outcome is come next evaluation time, that's the harvest that you signed up for. It doesn't matter. This is not a business matter. Once you set up your systems for automations, you're going to choose a platform to grow on. Your business needs a location. People, again, if you're setting up your business to help people make money online because you're a product of your products, you're a product of what you've been learning, where are people going to discover you? For me, it's YouTube. YouTube, and then I build my email list from my YouTube channel. And those things working together is what makes me all my money. No lie. I drop knowledge on Facebook, but I'm not making any money from Facebook. Everything is from YouTube and my email list. And at this phase of my business, the majority of my business is coming pretty much directly from YouTube. Many people are finding me and taking action really, really quickly, which means that's available for each and every one of you. It means that you don't have to think it's going to take you a year to build an email list and then people will buy after sitting on your email list for a year. It means if you learn how to do this stuff, like the way that I'm sharing it with you, the way you will learn, that you can grow as fast as you want to. We've simplified this so that people can get started and get themselves in money-making position very quickly, because you don't have to figure out what to sell. You don't have to create your own digital products. You don't have to create your own offers. You don't have to explore your area of expertise. You don't have to worry about imposter syndrome. You get to literally go out there and recommend that people buy the very thing that you have learned from and are learning from. You don't have to spend months becoming an expert. You're already several steps ahead of people that don't know such an opportunity or training exists. And they just need to know that it exists so they know they have a way of getting started to learn all of this too. So once you choose your platform, you're using that platform to inspire people, to educate people, to empower people, to shed insight, to help people, essentially sharing your journey. You are essentially telling people, I've discovered something. This is how I've been made better from it. This is where I'm going with this. This is where I expect this to help me get over the next 6 months. Or by the end of the year, this is my expectation. And I just gotta make sure more people know that this is even a thing. Do you see how there's not one speckle of expert talk in that? There's not one speckle of I've earned a gazillion dollars. It's just simple conviction that someone had the guts to make sure I knew about this. I now want to pay it forward and make sure that people that come across me know that this exists as well. If you can commit to doing that on a daily basis, you can position yourself for your first $10,000 and you can position yourself to reach 5-figure months if you want to. Again, if you want to. It's not a prereq. You can make any amount of money you want to. You can decide to make $7,200 every single month if you want to. You can decide to make, $8,000. You can decide to make $5,000. There is no right or wrong. The amount of money you decide to settle on is whatever meaning you give it. You can win at any level. It's up to you. So you're going to choose your platform. The brilliant thing, again, with our training course, GoProWithSteph.com, is, again, if you're like Soleil and you're like, I'm clueless, Steph, fantastic. What platform do you think you want to learn? Oh, I think I want to learn YouTube. Fantastic. When the time comes, log into the training, go to the YouTube training, and learn how to use YouTube. I think I want to learn TikTok. Fantastic. Log into the training, go to the TikTok module, and learn how to use TikTok. I think I really want to use Pinterest. Fantastic. Our Pinterest training is amazing. Log into the training, go to the Pinterest training, and learn how to use Pinterest step by step. How can I not sell this every single day? How can I not? How can I not let people know that you can get all of this training under one roof for a one-time investment of $500? How can I not? Everything you need to learn how to get set up for online business success, to generate leads, to build your own email list, to accept money like a pro, to have automations and systems and processes working for you, to learn how to build your own audience on any chosen platform you desire. Everything you need to help you experience your first six-figure year, it's here. It's within here. You get all of that, and then you get my mentorship. How do I know that it's enough to get you to six figures? Because my first six-figure year, I did it with far less. I did it with a janky biz op. And I provided all the training for my people. I provided the training platform. I have the step-by-step training. I have the tutorials. I did the heavy lifting to help other people. So when I say we've simplified the process, it's because now you have people that are diving into this course, deciding, big word right there, y'all, deciding to change their whole life in months. Why? Remember what I said earlier, choose to sell a high in demand digital product. If this was not high in demand, it would be hard to change your life in a short span of time by selling it. But this is high in demand because volumes of people want to learn how to make money online. Volumes of people want to learn how to start an online business. Volumes of people want to learn how to start a side hustle. Volumes of people want to learn how to make money on YouTube, how to make money on Instagram, how to make money on TikTok, how to make money on Pinterest, how to sell and make money through digital products, how to start their own online course. Volumes of people want to know these things. So the e-learning space is poised to be like a $2 billion a day industry over the next year and a half. It's because when things go wrong out there in the real world and Google lays people off, people tend to come to the internet to set up their plan Bs. As more people are experiencing what's going on in the economy, they're choosing to come to the internet to learn new skills. So as we sell these high in demand digital products that teach people these various skills, you guys, on my store alone, I teach people how to set up a done for you digital business. My products teach people how to leverage social media marketing for their business. I'm getting ready to launch a new program, a course, ebook today that's going to teach how to make money on Etsy and Pinterest. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm selling high-end demand digital products on top of the course that I sell. As long as I stay in the arena of teaching and or selling digital products that teach skills to make money online, I'm constantly writing my own checks. How can I not show up on a daily basis, wanting to make sure that I help a minimum of one person realize this is possible for them? Again, the amount of money you want to earn, you attach that meaning to it. I aspire to have $1 million year. But my mindset very much so is, Steph, can I just show up and help one person every single day realize this is possible for them? So whatever caused Soleil to take action, I was speaking to her through that content. Because that's the desire I had. That's what she was able to get from my content. When you do this for the right reasons, again, you see, we're not just making money to be making money. We're making money helping people start online businesses. And if you want to be in a different niche, you can just substitute that. Maybe you want to help people, develop better life skills. Maybe you want to help people survive an affair. Maybe you want to help people in losing weight. Maybe you want to help people in styling themselves. Maybe you want to help people in, the skincare routine. Maybe you want to help people learn how to market better. There's as long as you have the helping in front of it and you've established that there is a demand and it's a buying niche, meaning like people know that if I want to do this, I got to pay something or invest. Like it's proven that people buy in that niche. You can decide to make money in it. And the reason I always come back to this course and the reason why I make good money selling this course is because even if you never want to sell the course as your own, if you're like, you know what, I want to write a whole series of ebooks to help women, that don't want to wear makeup, but they want to have impeccable skincare. Well, you can have all the knowledge around that you desire. And you could go to Canva and create the most beautiful ebooks. But if you don't know how to get those ebooks out into the world where women are, being attracted to them in droves, they're finding them in droves, you're not going to make any money. So within our course, we actually have an entire module that teaches you how to go from idea to a product ready for market. So like if you have other ideas around, again, maybe this is not your industry. Okay. Our very first module is how to actually set a vision for your business. We want to make sure that when you're getting started on this journey, that you actually set a vision for what you want. We help you get set up for online business success. The first few modules are literally all about you. What do you want and how to get it and how to think about your business and all about you. It's not even until module 10 where we walk you through how to sell the course as your own if you want to. That tells you the heart of this course. So I say, so true. I could tell you were genuinely interested in helping people. And not tooting my own horn, but that was something that was said to me in my first 30 days online. Even before I made like any significant money, people were saying that. And that's why I can say when you come from that place, everyone, you come from that place. It's not about being polished. It's not about being perfect. I saw someone I really look up to, and I learned a lot from him with YouTube. And he posted on Facebook, how long does it take you to basically like produce a YouTube video. I'm like an hour because I have the idea. I give myself some talking points and I sit down and I shoot the doggone video and I do very simple edits. I just can't make this complicated. I just can't overcomplicate this. Because I realize in my business, I get paid by having conversations about making money online. I'm just not going to overcomplicate it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not. And so I have found an awesome balance that allows me to make money by being me. But I've also gotten really good and I'm getting better at learning what YouTube expects of my videos so that I can get more views and help more people. But I'm just not going to spend all week producing a video. I'm not Mr. Beast. I don't aspire to be Mr. Beast. I don't aspire to be a YouTuber. I want to be able to go down and saying I built $1 million business, showing up on YouTube, kicking knowledge about making money online and sharing my experience. Right? I want to become a household name. I want people watching my little YouTube channel in the comfort of their homes. I want their kids to know your girl, Steph Perez. I want people to listen to me on their drive time. I want them to be eating their sandwich at lunch, watching my videos. Like I want to be their girl next door marketer. That's it. I don't want all the extra stuff. And I'll say this, kind of closing it out. You can have it your way, you guys. You do have to work for what you want. And I definitely do work for what I want. But you can choose to have it your way. You can choose to be very, polished and produced in your content. Or you can decide to go live and get paid. It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. And I hope that by part of me showing up the way that I do, that I inspire you and like give you the go ahead that you can do it your way. And that this can work because it's working for me. That this can work. All right. So just a couple of things. All right. I'm going to just kind of spit these out. Like I said, on Saturdays, I give myself just more liberty to riff. If you do want to get started, like if you know you need to develop these skills, you want to get yourself set up for online business success, like you need to learn these things and you want to be in the game for the long term, always remember skills pay the bills. So when I talk about writing our own checks, like that's what I have the ability to do. I'm always writing my own checks. If I wanted to go out right now today and offer some kind of service, I could go and offer a service based upon a skill set that I have and position myself to make several thousands of dollars extra in my business in a very short period of time. Skills pay the bills. Okay? Throwing spaghetti against the wall in 2024 online, it's no longer what's working. The consumers are way more savvier. The buyers are way more savvier. They expect more out of us. So learning and developing these skills, it sets you up for sustainable online business success. All right? So I think I already walked through a lot of this, right? Number one, always start with some sort of investment into a digital product, okay? Because again, you're able to be a person of example and it gives you something to learn from and also to earn from, especially when it has a license where you can sell it as your own, all right? As in the example of the course, all right? The next step is to begin to dive in and learn from that digital product, okay? You want to learn, you want to acquaint, you want to gain inspiration, direction, guidance, and insight. All right? Get your money's worth. Become better. Learn what you need to learn. All right? Get out of it what you need to get out of it. Treat this as something you've never treated anything like before. This is not a biz op. This is your opportunity to become a pro online marketer. Because no matter what you ever decide to make money with online, you have to know these skills. So enjoy the experience of learning all of this, right? Give yourself the space to gain insight and inspiration. You might come up with more ideas as you go through this training. It really is that good and insightful and in depth. I hear all the time how people get different things and they enjoy different aspects of it because they're enjoying the learning process. All right. Pick a platform right from the beginning and get set up to begin sharing your journey. Pick a platform right from the beginning. And I would say, like, Start sharing your journey as you're going through a learning experience, right? So it's like, as you're going through the course, as you're going through mentorship, as you're being inspired and getting excited about all of this, jump on a platform and start to share your journey, start to share your experience. You don't have to wait until you're completely set up to begin becoming a light to other people. If you want to help people, just begin to help them from exactly where you are. And when it's time to launch your product or your course or whatever it is, guess what? You'll likely have a small little audience there, like waiting to learn about it, waiting to go to the website and learn about it. You'll create excitement by beginning to share your journey as you're going. Trust me on this. All right? It's exactly how I got started. Number 5, become a resource to others. The reason I say pick a platform right from the beginning is because you instantly become a resource to people. If you keep looking at yourself as a resource and not an expert, you'll instantly position yourself just to be more helpful, because you'll constantly be asking yourself, right, what can I do, give, or create? How can I show up? What do they want to know? What questions can I answer? Like, what happened in my day yesterday that I can share with them today? What did I learn in the course yesterday where I can, shed some insight on today? I might not be ready, right, to take their money today, but guess what? I can at least begin to help people and let them know something is coming. And believe it or not, that will be enough to put fire underneath your butt to get things set up. But here's the beautiful thing. If you want to get set up, Module 10 can help you have your business set up within a day or two. To be quite honest with you, it can. You can have your business set up in a day or two if you just follow Module 10. It's been proven time and time again from people that are just getting started. So if you're one of those people where you're like, I want to get out there, I want to start helping, I want to be a resource, but I want to be able to send people, go to Module 10. You will learn about automation, you will learn about the tools, and as you're going through Module 10, you will be guided through getting your very own money-getting system set up. Capture page, sales page, order page, payment processors, email lists, fulfillment. You will be set up to sell this course as your own, just through Module 10. So stop being a consumer and instead become a product of the digital product or products that you're selling. Here's the thing. You start being a product, you'll actually start making more money. Even though I have 16 years underneath me, I don't think I come off as an expert. I mean, I do. I get that. But I believe I'm way more heavy on being a resource and being a help and shedding light and letting you know what's what. And even without all my expertise, when I was first getting started, I showed up in this way. This is why I know this works and can work for anyone that buys into this. You show up to help and people will find you helpful. And they'll buy your recommendations. They'll buy what you have to offer. I'm not the only person that can work for. And I've seen it work for other people as well, right? So at number 8, I say this is exactly what I did when I got started as a newbie, except I never saw myself as a newbie. I just never did. I saw myself as a leader. I saw myself as having something other people needed to have. I never saw myself as, let me figure this out. Like, I knew I had something that could help other people. And so I stepped out there and I exerted my leadership. I put it out there. I let people know that I had something. All right. I picked my lane and I led in that lane. Same can be true for you. That's why I share these things, because I want you to know it's possible, no matter where you are getting started. Number 9, you guys fall in love with the entire process and trust it, and it will come across in your marketing. Fall in love with the fact that I just invested into myself, right? Soleil, anyone else? Fall in love with the fact that I just did something amazing for myself. I ventured off and I'm going to be learning something that I'm so excited about. As you're learning, be excited, fall in love with the process. Know it's a process. Know it's a journey. Know that you're doing something more than a lot of people are deciding to do for themselves for one reason or another. Right? Be thankful in the fact that you invested in yourself and you had the resources or you found the resources. Look at this really as an opportunity to do something different, to be different, right? To change your life, to change your bank account, to give yourself an advantage, to write your own check. Really see how big this is and how important this can be in your life, and decide to really be here for this ride. And I'm telling you, if that's the approach that you take, it'll come across in your marketing. People ask me all the time, Steph, how do you just go online and do what you do? Because of this element right here. I love what I do. When I released myself from the outcome, and yes, I'll talk about things like my $1 million year and 5-figure months, but I don't attach any meaning to it outside of what I want it to mean. It doesn't mean that I'm more successful. It just simply means I've helped more people. So 5-figure months to me just means I've helped way more people. If I fall short, I'm like, how can I go help more people? It's not how can I go make more money? How can I help more people? What offers can I put out there? How can I lend a bigger helping hand? How can I see people see the bigger picture? I look at how I can help more people versus how can I just go make more money. So if you fall in love with the entire process and you want to become better and you want to get everything out of this and you're really treating this like a learning experience versus something you gotta do, your business changes and it comes across in your marketing. If you can do this right here, you'll likely never truly sit around wondering, what do I say? What do I create? What do I do a video around? You'll know. You'll know. And again, keeping everything in mind, your ideal person and what they need and what their pain points are. You learn all of that through the training. You learn that through the mentorship, right? The blitz that I did will help you with all of that. Will help you gain incredible clarity and insight on all of those important questions that'll prime you to help more people and make more money. And then number 10, y'all, you do this stuff, you'll connect with people and people will pay you. People pay you based upon the connection. They pay you based upon exactly what you saw Soleil say. She could see that I genuinely wanted to help people. And that is a common denominator in the feedback that I get from people. If I didn't, I wouldn't go to these lengths. And I share things that I know for a lot of people, they're not here for it, and that's fine. But for those that are, these are the bits. These are the bits. You'll look up one day, hopefully sooner versus later, you'll reach levels and you'll be so thankful that these bits played a role in you becoming who you had to become to make this possible for yourself. One of my friends used to always say that transformation happens at transaction. And the reason I believe that's so is that I really believe that if you start to, like, for example, let's say you've been hanging out with me today and you're not in the course, you haven't made that decision. And you decide, like, today, I'm getting the course. The transformation has already begun because at some level you become a different person to actually make that decision that you're going for something different. So even in the transaction, there's a transformation. For a lot of people, I'm going to warn you, the transformation stops there because they forget to do everything else after it. They forget to learn. They forget to, everything I talked about here. They forget that that was just the first step. Your life changes when you decide, again, to be here for the ride, to embark on this journey, and to take other people on it with you. I really, really hope, you guys, that today has blessed you. I hope it's inspired you. I hope it's empowered you. I hope that it prompts you to go for it, to believe in yourself, to know that whatever you aspire for, that it's possible for you, it's doable for you. I hope I've helped you to increase, like, your belief level and even your level of knowing that if you want it, you can go get it. You can go work for it. You can set yourself up for it. I want you to know this is so much bigger than a course. that I don't show up to sell a course. The course is just that dynamic that you need to help you acquire the knowledge and the skills to be successful online. Or you'll flounder, you'll flail around, you'll constantly searching for the answers. We have all the answers here. But this course will help you set your vision. This course will help you go for what you want. It'll help you set yourself up for online business success the way you want to set yourself up for. It'll help you accomplish what you want to accomplish in the way that you want to accomplish it. It'll help you do business the way you want to do business and serve people the way you want to serve people. It'll help you make money by telling stories and being you. Like, it's just a whole new way that you can experience going about making money online and growing an online business. And much of that you'll gain through the mentorship that you get for free right now when you simply decide to invest in the course. The course will teach you the fundamentals, the skills, the knowledge, and I'll help you with everything else. And I would really, really love for you to be on our live training on Monday, because I'm going to break down some things that I think even as you're just getting started, like especially as you're getting started, will be so doggone helpful for you to know as you approach your business. Because again, I want more people to understand that this hard picture that a lot of us have painted or thought about, it just doesn't have to be that way. And again, my thoughts are always shame on me for believing that it really had to be hard or harder than I was making it. That our next levels, literally, you guys, right there. They're right there. It's so right. No matter where you are right now, I don't care where you are right now. I'm telling you from a place of knowing. It's like right there, which makes it so much easier, right? Than you likely had your mind set on. So I want to encourage you to go for it, right? If you would love for me to be your mentor on this journey, like I said, right now, you get the mentorship for free, no additional cost, no additional charge, no ongoing cost, right? It includes my mentorship hub where there's additional resources. I have an entire online growth blitz that I just did this past month. We're going to finish it on Monday with our live session, which is going to bring it all home. It's going to be amazing. But you have that hub that's constantly growing. There's you get swipe copy. You can model my entire sales system if you want to. I give you a copy code where you could just press one button and my entire sales system will be downloaded into your marketing system. And then you can use the training within the digital marketing course to learn how to edit your entire system. Everything's there for you. I do office hours on Tuesdays where you can pop in my Zoom room, ask questions, get guidance, get feedback, hang out with other people. Our community is literally growing. It's full of amazing people with big visions, right? And really, really big hearts for wanting to help and serve other people, but they realize they've got to put their life vest on first. So you can pop on Tuesdays and be supported and get guidance. And then like on Monday, we do these hangouts generally once a month, right? And I like to kind of do it as a way to send you into the month with a really big thought, a really big idea, or an action plan, right? To help you in navigating the month ahead. So I hope today's been good for you. I hope you got a lot out of it. And I just want to encourage you to take action. All right. Like if you're ready, go to goprowithsteph.com. The link is down below in the description. All right. Once you get started, right, all you got to do is just email me. Say, Steph, I'm in. And I will make sure, because I always want to verify that I have the right email address to plug you into the mentorship. All right. And I will get you plugged into the mentorship. Watch the welcome video. It will send you on your way with what to do. And then I hope I see you on Monday and then on Tuesday for office hours. So this week's going to be good because we have Monday. And then on Tuesday, you can pop on Tuesday if you have additional questions, need feedback, guidance, support, that kind of thing. All right. And if you do have any questions, once you go to goprowithsteph.com, feel free to hit reply on any email that you may receive from me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions and help you in getting set up and started. All right. I hope you guys are leaving better than when you came. If you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe and click on notifications, and feel free to share your ahas down below in the comments if you're watching the replay. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys back on Monday. Bye-bye.